And I think that does it. Hello? Uh-oh, it's getting to be nighttime again. Oh, no. So, I could go and then play my survival world, but I figured I might want to mess around with you guys. Uh-oh, there's a bed. Okay, good. Figured out I might as well mess with you guys instead and do some other stuff. Now, I could go to my survival world, but it's already getting close to the time when I usually stop streaming. So I figured, you know what might be funner would be for us to check out some random stuff. So I figured, you know what? So I figured, you know what might be fun? I'm sorry, I'm trying to adjust the volume. That's not fun. Minecraft. I always have some issues with you. Anyway, checking out what a acre is. Because, you know, they do acres all the time. I mean, people love rating houses in acres. People love talking about houses in acres. How many acres is your house? I do not know. Actually, our house is small. It's only on like 7,000 square feet. But that's my parents' house. I don't own a house. I wish I owned a house, but I don't. Because I live in California, which stinks. Anyway, so hello everybody. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. And I really, really, truly mean that too. I hope everybody's staying safe. I know that there's some stuff going on in California. Luckily, I do not live in those areas, so that'll be fun. Anyway, so let me talk about this instead. So if I hit F3 and then G, it'll show me what a chunk is. And I know what I named the video, and I thought it would be interesting to name the video after that. So this is a chunk. This is like 8 blocks. A chunk is 4 of that, which is like this. And, whoa, hold on. Darn it. Sorry, my apologies. So these 4 chunks is roughly by these 4 chunks is roughly an acre. So if ever anybody needs to visualize an acre, this is what an acre is. So video's over. Dun 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 dun. I'm kidding. One thing I would be very, very interested in doing, now I know I can do a super flat world, but I kind of didn't want to just because I feel like even hearing it's 4 chunks, it doesn't really do that much justice for what we're doing in an average Minecraft game save. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so, hey, that's 4. Cool. So if I wanted to build, like, let's say, land right here, this would be roughly about an acre of land. Now, if I wanted to make it bigger, I did find out that a map in Minecraft, I can't speak, can I? In Minecraft is approximately, darn it. A map is approximately 4 acres. So if you need to visualize that, that's about 4 acres. So we have, so let me see here. So if I did this, actually this would give me an idea on where it is. So I'm kind of trying to figure out right now where exactly I want to have my acre be. Because if you do, because if I do this, now I can see where my acre is. So you can kind of already tell it's kind of at the bottom of the map. So I don't really want, if I have the choice to, I don't really want to go beyond the map. So let's try to kind of see where we are. No, it goes off the map. That's not good. What is that? Oh, shoot. So, yeah. So if I wanted to build this as an acre, it would go off the land. Okay, that makes some sense. Now, what's really, really crazy that I would love to be able to do in Minecraft that I'm not going to be able to do right now is to find out how many acres is in like a square mile. Because that to me would just be very, very interesting to be able to do. Like, could you imagine? I want to see like how big that is. Now, this is kind of what I originally was going to do. And maybe I'll build something here. Actually, I could go do that right now, huh? But this is approximately what an acre would be. So everything within the red here is what an acre is. And if I wanted to build something, it'd be really, really cool to build it within that parameter. I just don't know what I'd be wanting to do and why. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you can see the red lines around it. And Quill Scroll says hi. Hi, Quill Scroll. I hope you're having an awesome weekend. I really, truly do. And if I hit F3 and then G, that turns off my chunk borders. So, yay. So my question for you, since you're here, Quill Scroll, is where do you think I should build? In the acre over here or in the 4 acres that is approximately this island? Seeing square lines in midair is new. So if you're playing the Java version of Minecraft, you can come across that if you hit F3 and then G on the keyboard. And then that's how you see what a chunk is. And what I was telling everybody earlier is that a chunk is, you know, what your things are kind of loaded in Minecraft. But 16 chunks is an acre. So if I go to these 4 chunks, that's an acre. And then if I go and then load up a map, that's 4 acres. So that kind of gives you an idea on how big Minecraft actually is. And it's crazy big. But that kind of gives you an idea, too, of the scale. So that's why I had the lines on, is because I had turned on debugging mode, which I was using to see what an actual acre is in the game. I don't know, though. I'm kind of tempted in at least building, like, some buildings. Like, maybe a building right here would be cool. You don't have much of an opinion where you should build things, but spreading things far apart here is causing a lot of travel time between them. Yes, it does, but you know what it also does? It decreases the strain on my PC. Because right now I have the render distance up, which means that it takes a while for it to be able to load. So it kind of hurts my computer's performance, if you know what I mean. Oh, goodness. Right now I'm just kind of playing around in Minecraft anyway, so I'm not really thinking of anything major. Although, to be honest, some of this, if I ever see an area that's like drop dead gorgeous, I might build something there. But in general, that's kind of why I did it, because if you actually go and actually shoot, building something like right here might be better just because it's like less solid, but darn it, there's the cave right here too that I would have to worry about. But yeah, I'm not too worried about travel time. It's kind of, travel time is kind of fun for me. So playing the Superman theme song as you fly. I'm also in creative mode, so that's why I'm flying. I was going to do something on this area too, but I'm not sure. But yeah, definitely, like, some of this area is kind of nicer. Oh my goodness, is that lava? Man, the map generation, though, is really, really interesting to look at. Might do this really, really quickly. How hot is this? So hot. How hot is this lava? So hot the trees are catching on fire. That's wonderful. You know what? Here, let me just do this for you. Don't know why I cut down that tree. I could just as easily, like, cover up the lava. It's not like I'm playing this thing for realsies. I mean, I'm in creative, so... Oh, goodness. Save the forests! As we know, there's much more to this game than what we may see on the surface. That is true. My favorite thing about this game is the redstone, so... Always, there's something... Ah, lava bath. I'm going all John Wick. I'm not getting hurt. Ha ha ha. If we're not playing this thing for realsies, then let's play for fakesiness. Well, I have it in creative mode, so I'm not going to be able to get any achievements, but just for kind of the exploring fact and like kind of looking around to see where I can build is what I had in mind anyway. So, oh goodness. Whoa. The treesies went up. There we go. And you know what? Just for funsies, let's do this. Funsies, realsies, and fakesies. I'm just making up words right now, aren't I? Yes, I am. So if I wanted to build a realistic-looking town, it would have to be... Uh-oh. I'm kind of running out of... Should be able to see something here. Hold on. Render distance. Let's turn that bad boy up. Let's really crank it up. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So the lava does brighten the area even in the dark. Yes, it does, but the lava can also burn stuff down. So what do you do? Seriously, what do you expect for me to do? I don't want to lose my entire map. Oh my goodness. I just realized something. Is that like a bad guy structure up there? Oh my goodness. Actually, if anything else, this might be a fun way to kind of figure out what I want to do. Because if I do decide to build on a map like this, it might be fun to like explore the map before I actually play it. Above all else, if I can find a temple, that would be like the best thing ever. So, because I love the water temples, and I'd love to be able to build near one. And when I say near, I mean like within reasonable distance, because, you know, imagine what the rest of the solar system must be like in Minecraft. Revolve around the sun in a square pattern. You know, it's funny you say that, because I think the whatchamacallit, the Game Theorist did a Minecraft episode like that. So, what do you do? That is a big terracotta area. I likey. Oh, wow. Yeah, I so would love to build on a map like this, because there's the giant desert that I can mess up. How great would that be? Now all I need to do is find a guardian temple. If I can find a guardian temple within a reasonable amount of distance, imagine No Man's Sky in Minecraft version exploring the rest of a square space. You know, I have a feeling that the world is not necessarily round. I actually think it'd be cool for them to do like a No Man's Sky Minecraft version where you could like go into outer space. That would be cool. And then like maybe when you go into outer space, like see the planet as a square. You know, just to be a goof, since there's a square sun, which we don't question. We don't talk about Bruno, no, no. We don't talk about Bruno. But yeah, the generation in this game is totally different. If I can find a guardian, is that a guardian? If that's a guardian temple, I'm gonna go start a survival world in this map, because that's like a desert over there, so I can make a ton of glass, and then a guardian temple. Oh, this thing is going to be used so much. But yeah, look at how this everything generates now too. It's so crazy. Things like this make sense to the natives. It's round things that might freak them out. You know, I don't know. Maybe they would be comfortable with round things. I mean, round things kind of exist in this game. Kind of. Oh yeah, this map is kind of iffy. Oh my. No. Actually, this island, I'm kind of curious if that would have worked, but the fact that there's no guardian temple within reason, I'm like, ugh. Where's the edges of your square, man? Where's the edges of your square? I'm not even sure what you're saying, dude. Or are you asking where the edge of the world is? In which case, I could probably fly on for a couple hours and I would still not reach the end. What really stinks is what Minecraft did now with the edge of the map. Now that stinks. And I'll be proud to say that I think it stinks too. I'm kind of curious though, if I do this. Wow, my computer's actually struggling a little bit too. Hello. And nah, I said the above is what a native of Minecraft might say in our universe. Oh, okay, I get it. I don't know though. I think there's a lot of nice squares. There's edges in our world. Not everything's round. Yeah, if I could find a guardian temple within reason of the spawning area, which I believe is in that chunk, or in that 4 acres that I have blocked off, it might actually be a fun map to play on, but I kind of prefer a guardian temple that's within reason of the spawning area, because I'm strange like that. Anybody else like guardian temples and just messing with them? My kitty's sleeping near me. Hi, kitty. In their universe, I bet the atoms are square too, which can rotate in a square pattern. You know, I don't know. It's an interesting idea, though, but I don't know. Yeah, see, there's no villages either. This is kind of crazy. Oh, wait, is that a village over there? But yeah, so I'm thinking about like keeping it at a couple acres, but man, it would also be kind of interesting to block off like I don't know, I'm kind of curious how much a square mile is in Minecraft. So if anybody wants to like find out with me, that might be kind of cool. It is a village of the darned. I'm going to say darned because I'm not going to swear in one of my videos. I don't want to get flagged by freaking YouTube. That, and I don't like the idea of kids hearing me swear, so I'm gonna say darned. Oh, dude, could you imagine traveling that far? Yeah, everything's kind of puttering though because it's new generation. I might have to go to a map later and try to find it out. This area, actually, though, would be kind of... That's pretty flat. See, I like the idea of blocking off a flat area just so I could mess with it. But darn it, I was also hoping for, like, oceanside area. Like, could you imagine building, like, a city near the ocean? Whoa, you're bringing up the interesting point. As far as you know, do any actual kids watch your videos? You know, it's funny you say that, because I'm pretty sure they don't. Because I'm pretty sure, like, I don't even really have that large of an audience to begin with. But I always like kind of playing things safer. Like, I know that kids probably aren't watching my videos, but do I really... Am I going to swear and then watch myself in 10 years and go, wow, I sweared a lot? No. In fact, I try to make it a habit of it. If I swear in a video, I point it out and I apologize to the audience for them hearing my foul, deceitful, disgusting language. I hold myself to higher standards than that. Now, where the heck is a temple? See, I'm out in the middle of an ocean, which tells me that it's likely that I'm eventually... Oh, hello. Hello. Yeah, I figured the odds are low if any audience to watch is below voting age. Yeah, kind of. Oh, that's not a temple. Darn it. I might get lost, too. I need to watch what I'm doing. See, there's no way that that's a temple. But you know what? That's okay. The point, though, is that in the future, I'm going to look at this video, and I'm going to say, at least I didn't swear my butt off and make a nuisance out of myself. I had standards. And you know what? That's kind of important. Yeah, so far this map is kind of a bust to me. Because, man, I really would have liked to have gotten a temple. I like my... Oh, hello. Is that a temple? If that's a temple, I'm going to be very, very happy. Interesting, though, because that would be like another temple that I found close to the a frozen area. So maybe that's where they spawn now. I don't know. So far, it looks promising. Hooray for standards. Is there much rejoicing? Maybe. I think I found a temple. Nice. Hello. You look different, though. Let's go do this. Let's make it daytime. Now here's another problem that I'm going to run into. Where the heck is spawn? Aw, man, don't tell me it's not even a temple. Makes sense, though. I was going to say, because if it's a temple, that's a weird place for it to spawn. Hi. You found a temple of the darned? Rated RAR? No, that's not a temple. That's a bust. Wonder if they made it harder to find temples. They probably did with the New World generation. In general, it just might be harder to find one. Darn it, though. I love temples. I love tearing them apart. I'm wondering, do I play the game again, or do I start up another game save and kind of see if I could get luckier? Or hey, there's a town at least. That's exciting. Ooh, these buildings look semi-new too. Did they change the generation again around those? Actually, that's a pretty cool place. Oh, wow. See, there's two villages right near each other. That's neat. Now, if I could find where the spawn is, that'd be great, because I think I might have lost it. And for some reason, the map is not showing. See? Did they remove the map that I like? They might have. Actually, that whole area is pretty neat. I'm like raising myself like that'll help me see into the distance more. I'm so silly. Hello. That looks like that's part of the... Don't tell me that's a temple. Fascinating. Maybe they trade with each other. You know, that would make sense if they traded with each other. Maybe. There's a temple there, too. There's so many fun things in this area. So many fun breakables. Okay, so... I get the distinct feeling that this is the same desert, because that's way too big for it to be not connected to the one that's near the base. So I think I'm heading in the right direction. Next time I do that, though, I better like write down the coordinates of where my base is. Otherwise, I might be in real trouble. And be honest, I'm not even really in trouble at all. If I really, really wanted to, I could just turn off the gravity and take myself out of creative. And then I'll fall down and go... And then I'll respawn. Yeah, this is part of... This has to be part of the thingamajig that's near the base. This is so big. Wow. I don't know, though. There is a part... Oh, my goodness. What kind of a mountain is that? That's silly. Yeah, I'm thinking about starting another game save, though, just because this one's kind of a bust. There's two things I would like in a game save. One of them being, I would love a swamp, and I would love a temple. And if I could get one with those that are within reason of the spawn area, I'll be happy. But I don't really want to like start any major projects in a creative world unless the map has a couple things that I really, really would like. You know what's really, really funny, though, is I have never come across a game where, like, there's, like, two temples right next to each other. And I would love that. When I say temples, I mean the underwater temples. Because I do know how to make the guardian farms. And those are kind of fun anyway, so what do you do? See, I'm kind of afraid to go that way, which I think is where my base is. Hey, more houses. Cool. Kind of curious now. Let's do this. Let's F3G our way over here. then maybe I can see how big this village actually is. So let's go over here. So we need 16 chunks to make an acre, so it's going to go like this. Come on. 2. And I believe this is 4. Although, to be honest, this is not even... Oh, hello. Are these bigger than an acre? Oh, wow, there's more buildings than this. Oh, yeah, this is too weirdly shaped. Jess says high tech. Hi, Jess. I hope you're having an awesome week. Yeah, this has got to be at least an acre, because this is probably the longest point of the village. You know, it's really interesting when you break everything down into chunks. What, the actual generation is of these things. Because we need 16 chunks to make an acre. So, just by eyeballing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wow. Never mind. I thought that maybe the buildings only grew inside chunks. Yeah, this is at least an acre. I'm going to do this, though, so I can... who knows? Maybe at least know that there's something here if I ever fly across it again. Just do this. Let's keep building. Let's keep building. Da 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 da. And let's do this. See, that's a raid tower, so that's pretty cool. But just think, it's all right here. Anyway. I think that's tall enough to where if I mean, if I see that in the distance, I'm going to know that I was there. And I'm pretty sure I'm lost. Oh, yeah. Let's kind of look around here, though, because I'm pretty sure the village is in this direction. Pretty sure. The thing that stinks the most, though, is at this point, if I do find the village, I may not know how to get back there. But if I have to kill myself to get back to the spawn, I may never be able to find this area again. Which only makes it even funnier to actually, like, build out an entire... That's one of the reasons why I wanted to do a mile. Because if I can do a mile in this game, like a square mile... That would be fun. And I mean, come on, think about it. I could be like, oh, that's a square mile? Neat. I'm going to do this again, but I'm going to have to, like, start destroying my beds because I don't want to spawn it, like, all the way over here. There we go. Okay. Oh, yeah, this thing is huge. I'm going to turn this off, though, because this is getting kind of annoying. I don't feel like it's, like, taking as long to generate, so maybe I'm actually reaching close to the spawn. No, it's still taking a while. Darn it. Still feel like I'm on the right track. I can't explain it. You know, sorry though, I didn't mean for this live stream to be like just me looking around this map, but I guess it turned into that way. Ugh, who wants a desert on their acre of land? I'm going to wait for a second. I'm going to start heading this way because I'm pretty sure if there's new stuff spawning, it's not an area that I've been to. I know, that sounds so smart. You know, I think I'm just going to do this. Sorry, guys. Let me see here. So where am I right now? 1,450 by 180. Okay. Still feel like I might eventually be able to find out where I came from. And you know what? I'm just getting a little irritated because I don't want to be lost most of this live stream. So, game mode. Survival. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oops. Respawn. Hey, look. I found it. Hey, look, I found spawn. Game mode. Creative. Okay. Oh, hey, look, I found my spawn. Wow, it took me a little bit, but I found it. Wah, wah. Okay, so... that was definitely interesting. Oh, gosh. So, anyway, though, that's the quick way to get back to spawn. What else do I say other than, haha? See, I feel like this stuff I've already seen. So, if I didn't see it, what was I like? Right within reach of it and I didn't realize it? I will be honest, though. I probably should have put up a pillar before I had done what I did. Just so I could be like, oh, look, I found it. That'd be funny to go back later and then say, oh, I found it. Kind of interested, though, in what direction is this? Yeah, I'm beginning to think that this map is a bit of a bust, just because I really would love to find like a whatchamacallit, a temple, so I could build a guardian. I'll call it a guardian temple. Plus, I think that's what it is, a guardian temple, right? Now, the nice part about how this game works is that because we already know that an acre, there's 4 acres in a map, I can tell you for certain that that means that there is... Uh-oh. Did I get lost again? The little skeller. Oil him up, you're coming in. Maybe. I don't know. Right now I'm kind of just playing around in creative. And I might just get rid of this map because I'm not liking it. I don't like this map. It's not a good map. There we go. Red. Stone. So I know for certain that a map is that big. So if I do like 14 of these big squares, that means that I'm officially at an acre. Not an acre, 16 acres. And then it just kind of goes up from there. That'd be funny, actually. Could you imagine? Getting like a couple whatever acres done. Oh yeah, so see, spawn is right there. The really, really big problem with this game, though, is that I'm not sure how big everything is, because I'm not used to dealing stuff with acres. It's kind of unfortunate. Not acres, with meters. I know acres. My house is on like 0.2 acres. Shoot. That'd be crazy. I just realized that if you do this, and then I did like 3 of these, that'd be like 9 times 4. That'd be like 36 acres. That'd just be crazy. Look at my acreage. Anyway, so I'm going to annoy everybody again. So we're going to go and then count off again. So we have this. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh-oh. How deep is this anyway? There we go. Okay. So this will be another 4 acres. Fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I made a mistake. It's 8 by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 of them that's the 4 acres. Okay. Sorry. Sorry, seaweed. So this is... Yes, okay. So yeah, it's 16 per acre. It's every map is 4 acres. So that kind of gives everybody an idea of what I'm thinking. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, wow, I'm tired. It's probably because it's already almost 9 o'clock where I am. I started late. Shouldn't have done that. And there we go. So yeah, let me see here. 4. I need to think. So if I actually do plot out 9 of them, that of which I'm thinking about doing just so I could be a goober. Bed. Let's make it daytime. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Might cut this down a little bit, though, just so I don't get it confused. I'll probably still keep it up a little bit. Just have it be like this. But yeah, it's kind of funny that this game is so precise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's actually pretty cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that'll be into that corner. And then if we go over here, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoa. Don't tell me this would be the other acre. Or the other map. And then it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So see, and now we're going to go, wow. Actually, this thing's pretty neat. The way that you can just kind of count out everything. Think about how cool it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oopsie. Uh-oh. Wrong square. Oh, wow. They've added a couple new fish to this game, haven't they? Nothing like starting a new generation would make you figure that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so actually, if I wanted to, I could also count out and then say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that should be lined up with... Why is it not lined up? I'm going to check something really, really quickly right now. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom. Actually, that worked out pretty well. So you know what I think I'm going to do? No, of course you don't know what I'm going to do. I haven't told you guys yet. I think I'm going to move this thing back a little bit. I think, because I'll lose some acreage. You know what? No, I'm not going to move it back a little bit because... Stone. I don't really think it kind of matters if I move it back a little bit or not. So let's just kind of do this. Because, you know, I think it's a good idea to want to build something here. As long as it doesn't like interfere with the borders right here. And this was like the... So let's go here. I think it's the wrong one, but you know what? That's fine. I don't care, really. So this is 1. So 4 is an acre, right? So I'm going to go like this. Uh-oh. Okay, so that is... Kind of wondering about that. Okay, if I go 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, okay. Yeah, that was another area. Okay, cool. So I actually already counted out 4. Perfect. Actually, that's a good idea. Shoot. Yeah, let's go do that. So I'm thinking in the next video, maybe I'll... That's pretty cool. I don't know why I did that, but I kind of like it. So I'm thinking that in the next video, maybe I'll address the what I am thinking about doing with that acre. But unfortunately, I think I'm kind of coming to the... Darn it, I don't want to go too much longer, but darn. Maybe I'll build a house. See? So now we go. There we go. I'm just messing around and I'm like, oh, that looks good. Right? Maybe. Then we can go 1, 2, 3. And let's go... So we have 1 chunk here, right? Eventually, I'm probably going to get rid of this part. I just wanted to have something solid so I can, like, know how much land to clear and stuff. Oh, wow. Don't tell me that this is the end. That's funny. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I have a question for myself. Too bad my cell phone doesn't answer. Yeah, I'd like for this video to at least be like an hour and 15 minutes long, so let's try to keep it at that. So, okay. You know what? I like that. Okay, yeah. So 150 square meters is 16,000 square foot. So I'm thinking, let's do this. Who doesn't want to build a, you know what, 200 square meters? That's a really nice house. Come on. But I'm probably going to end up messing the heck out of this island. So sorry, island. Okay, so here we go. And actually, I like the idea of having this part clear too, because who wants to have their house right next to the water? I mean, like, seriously? So here we go. Now, the question that I have, that's the main big question, is how big do you make a house so it doesn't get too housey? That's totally a weird technical term. Actually, I don't know why I did the square and I didn't just, like, use the fence post for everything, but it works. And here we go. So it'd be roughly 250 meters to make like a really insane sized house. And I'm the kind of guy that would like in it. If I'm going to be out in the middle of nowhere, I kind of would like to be in an insane house. So let's do it. So, wow, actually, this is pretty good. I like that. Now, if I was going to go and do my little house thing, darn it, I'm still going to have to level the ground a significant amount. You know what? I think you guys deserve it. And it's creative, so forget it. Let's do this. Just... There we go. It's probably going to take longer doing the dang TNT than it would have if I was just like... There we go. Okay. Actually, yeah, let's keep it at this height. So just anything within here, let's just clear it out. I love the... That's one... This is kind of the nitty and gritty where I really start liking Minecraft. Because, like, being able to tear up the ground when you don't like the ground is, like, that's kind of nice to be able to do. Like, Subnautica used to have a terraforming feature where you could, like, redo the ground if you didn't like it. And they removed that feature. I don't get it. Like, why would you do that? That was kind of cool. I mean, I know why they did it. It used up a lot of processing power. And honestly, a lot of people were using it to, like, dig to the center. And then they would finish the game way too fast. So, I mean, I get that part, but wow. So we have you. And my main reason for not doing it over there is because I might do something special with that, and that is kind of the spawn, and I don't want to spawn right near my house. I want to be insane when I have a house. Like, making it crazy. Like, getting rid of all the dirt, only to build later on with stone. That level of crazy. Now, roughly speaking, if I wanted to keep with the squares, which is going to sound goofy to say, but whatever. The let's just assume that I was like an explorer and I managed to build a house all the way out in the middle of nowhere. You know I'm going to build a couple things too. At least maybe over there. So I can tear up over there. Once I get to this corner, I'm going to... That is the end of a square, so I'm just going to kind of keep going. So a square... A square... So a chunk is 8 by 8, which makes it 64 meters square. If I wanted to do a house that was like 250, I'm trying to figure out how would I do that. That does sound insane though. That's a really big house too. I live in California. I live in a small house. That's a pretty big house. And so let's plan this part. I already told everybody I don't really want to have the house like this close up to the water. I get, bleh. I know it's a game, but yeah. So this is going to be kind of where I'm at. I'm thinking let's put like the corner of the house right here. I'm going to make you... You know what? Let's do this. I mean, I know that this is not creative, but I still like the idea of using wool to kind of plan everything out. So this is about... $64. So this would give me... Okay, I dig it. And let's go do this. Okay, so... I'm thinking let's do like an L-shaped building. Just to try to keep it away from being like a perfect square, because that'll bug the heck out of me. And I kind of like the idea. Actually, you know what? This is supposed to be like my dream house, right? Maybe. Maybe kind of, sort of. So if I was going to do this idea... Let's... You know what? Darn it! There's a problem with that. But you know what? For every problem, there's a solution. Yeah, you know what? I think I dig that. How big did I say I wanted the house? I'm looking at my calculator right now. So, let's say 200 square meters. So, ooh, okay. So... Let's just assume right here that this is going to be part of the house. So we're going to go back here. And then I'm going to go over here. And then wait for it. Ah, okay. You know, I gotta ask this now of Google. I have one thing asked of Google. Let's ask another one. And, huh. Let me see here. I'm trying to... Wow, so if I did just one of these squares would be like 689 square foot house. So already, to give you guys an idea of the scale, this is like already getting kind of crazy. Kind of curious though. Oh wait, I can't. Oh darn it! I was gonna try to think of like how big that house would be if the house was an acre, right? And then I'm like, darn it. And then I'm like, wait a minute, an acre house, that would be insane. Because an acre would be like, this is 4 acres, and this block is an acre. So that would be the entire block of, would be just houses. Like, that's crazy. That's insane. I like it. Let's do it. Anyway. Let's sleep it off. Okay, so I'm actually trying to make a house that's like stupid big, but still like livable. And I know I'm saying like way too often. I tend to kind of do that. You know, it's funny because on Minecraft, I try to build so big, but then I realize right now, I build really big. And then I end up never finishing it. What do you do? Okay, so here we go. So if this is like 600 square foot, that's already like a $500,000 house in California. So just this square would be a $500,000 house in California. And people wonder why I'm poor. Or why I don't have my own house. Gee, I wonder. Okay, so that was a weird rant for right now. I don't like California. There, I said it. The houses cost way too much. I have a thought. Where are you going in life? There you go. There you go. I just lit myself on fire. That's fun. There we go. There we go. As I light it way too close to... Oh my gosh, I forgot there's wool there. There we go. There goes that thing. So, if I pull up me old safe cell phone... Yeah, 689. So, 128 square foot. Oh, shoot. That would already be pretty freaking big. So, yeah. So, you know what? Let's try to find this out now. Square meter. Yeah, it would be 128 square meters to feet, right? Wow, that's already pretty big. Okay. Actually, that's already pretty, yeah, what was I thinking? Aw, there's still a building there. There's still a tree here. What the heck? There you go. Just get rid of the tree, please. Thank you. And you know what? I think I'll just do this. I'm just trying to clean up. Yeah, that's how you clean up. Don't worry, I'll replace the trees. So if you do this, see? Oh, man. See, for this to be a house, this is still really goofy big. But I just realized something too. I might end up making this thing even bigger. Because I just realized something. If I go and do my little idea and actually make it a square house, that would be like 128. 256. 256 square meter to feet. Okay. Yeah, that might be a little bit too big of a house. Not for 200 square meters. I was going to make a 200 square meter house to be funny. But let's try to see what I can do. So let's go here. Yeah, let's just tear this whole thing down. I want to see how far down that goes. Seriously? That tore up the ground a little. And you know what? It still might have been worth it. Wait, I got a question for you. So if I do this, what'll happen? Hey, that actually worked out a little bit better. I like it. Let's see here. How far down does it go? Does it go to? It goes down 1. Barely 1. Oh, goodness. Okay. So, grass. Could you imagine being like on this island and having to eat like seaweed or something? Just to not die? Oh, sorry. I got sidetracked. Hey, look, there's no... Hey, look, the tree's gone. Where'd it go? Guess I should have been paying attention. It's okay. It just went to tree heaven. Where all good little trees go. Anyway, so... let me see here. Now that I kind of got the idea planned out, let's go and kind of fill in the rest. And then I'm going to realize that I have a large problem. Or not. So other than the fact that this thing's butting up against dirt, and you never want to do that when you're actually building a house. So fun fact, if you actually have a house and you have like dirt right up alongside the house, that's how you get wood rot. So just if anybody ever needs to know, like never put wood in real life right next to dirt or the wood's going to start rotting. I don't think it works that way for stucco, though, so you're good. And I'm pretty sure it's getting stupidly dark right now, so let's put a bed in my new house. All right, so this whole area right now is 128 square feet. Here comes the problem. If I have 128 square feet, then 128 subtract from 200. I have 72 more square meters that I need to make up. I could do that in several ways. So I could... actually, 72. I could fill up one of these entire squares. I have an idea. Ooh, neat. That would be cool, I think. You know what? I wasn't going to do it, but now I'm thinking let's do it. I've always wanted to see what a house that does this looks like, so this might be a time to do it. So, you know what? Let's get this ready first, though. And then just say a sign is going to be... let's put you right there. I'm kind of done with that stuff anyway. So 128 square meters. So just reminder, in case you're tuning in and you were like, oh, what's an acre in Minecraft? An acre is 4 of these. So 128 square meters is half an acre. So right here, this house is already half an acre. Which is crazy. But what do you do? Because an acre is smaller than I thought it was. Okay, so... or an acre is bigger than I thought it was. So 128 square meters to feet. Okay, so this is already a 1,377 square foot house. That is crazy. I feel like my math is off somehow. But that's what Google's telling me. And Google would never lie, would it? I feel like Google would never lie. That's actually one of the reasons, though, why I kind of wish they would redo Minecraft a little bit. not to be mean here, but just in general, like if they did a Minecraft 2, I wish they would do a Minecraft 2. I find it weird that each block is like a half, or each block is a meter thick, because one block is a meter. So that means that this is already like 16, I think. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16, so 16 more, right? That's 64 square meters. This is 64 more square meters. So just in general, you're already like losing so much space just by having it that way. I do have a question though. So I kind of wish that they would like make it so each block is smaller. Just because if you could actually do that and then have like, actually technically this would probably be about half a meter thick. And since a meter is like 3.3 feet because there's American units, that means that that would probably be better and more comparable to an actual wall thickness. But who wants to do this for a wall? You know what I mean? So that's 100. So I need 72. So actually, if I wanted to be boring, since this is 32, oh my gosh, I have an idea. If this is 32, then that means that technically to get the other 72 square meters, I would need to have just, what, 2 rows? That seems small. Oh, come on. I guess I'm not going to do the really cool thing. That I was thinking. What I was thinking about doing was trying to do like the house, like that. And then have like 2 sides on either side. So then when you walk up to the house, you see like the doors. So let's see. Doors. It's a funny word, doors. I'm being silly now, aren't I? Yes, because I'm tired. So if I was going to have like 2 double doors, it'd be right there. And then have like the outskirts right there. That's kind of jutting out. And then have like a porch. I think it'd be cool. But darn it, in reality, just to get the 72, I'm going to do some quick math because that does not sound right to me. But I have a feeling I'm right, unfortunately. So if I had 16 times 18, dude, that's not funny. 16 times 8, 18 times 10. That would not be 200. What am I doing? 16 times 12. 16 times 13. Wow, so to do 220 is not possible anyway. That's funny. 72. 72 divided by 2. 36. Why do I have to make things so difficult on myself? So if I did 2 rooms on either side, I could technically do for that 36, technically I would just need to go and then do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The cat's cleaning himself, and I want to hit the cat. Does that mean? That might be a little mean. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. No, that's not nice. No, the cat's on vacation. It's kind of gross. But see, then I feel like that is not even really doing it justice for the thingamajig right there. So let me see here something here. Square foot, square meters. If the square meters is 36, that is almost 400 square feet. Wow. So just to put this thing in perspective, 100. Wow. This is why building in Minecraft is so difficult. Because this area right here, if I was to do this, that's the size of my bedroom. Because my bedroom is 9 square meters. So that would be... Yeah, that's not pleasant. That would look like a really small room. Although, to be honest, I actually have the bed right here like this. What? How are you not letting me sleep right now? That's just complete BS. Anyway. So... yeah, that's crazy. So that's apparently the size of my room. And then if anybody wants to know... you know what? Let's do that. Boop. Boop. And then you know what? I feel like this is a lie. There we go. Because this would be about where my desk is, and that's way too thick. Let's try this. Because I have a... actually, it's 4 feet long. Oh, wait. That's why it's weird. So this is like a 4 feet... My whole desk is like 4 feet by 2 feet, so... already this is like almost there because a meter is 3.3 feet. And then I have actually a door right here. And then I have like a TV right here. So I don't know what you would do with that. It's more play Xbox. So you really can't do too much with the square meters. Because this would essentially be my bedroom. Which is crazy. Yeah, I have a question for myself though. If I do this, how many bedrooms can I fit in? No, I can't. I can't fit all the bedrooms. You know, I'm going to lie. There, I just made the bedroom bigger. And then this would be like another 4. Huh. That's just crazy to think about, though. Anyway, that's a lot to think about. Anyway, so I'm going to call it quits for right now. So thank you so very much, everybody, for watching. Special shout out to Plays for saying hi in chat. Thank you so much, Plays Flies, the little whatever your username is. Thank you so much for watching, man. And Jess, thank you so much for watching. And Quill Squirrel, thank you so much for watching. Anyway, thank you so very much, everybody, for watching. And if you like watching this, next live stream, I'm probably going to try to actually fill in the house. I think I actually am going to keep up this series, though, just because, not the series, but, you know, this live stream idea, because I feel like I could do a lot with it, and it's interesting to see what things look like in real life. I don't know. Anyway, though, so thank you so very much, everybody, for watching. Please don't forget to hit the like button if you like this video and you want to see more of it. Please let me know. Also, please consider hitting that subscribe button. That way you'll be notified the next time that I live stream and or the next time that I upload a video. Anyway, so thank you so very much, everybody, for watching. Christ is King, and may God bless everybody. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.